Amazon today was a top trending stock on Yahoo Finance, seeing a nice pop today as the stock makes all-time highs under its new CEO. There was also news that the Pentagon canceled a $10 billion cloud contract, which was awarded to Microsoft. This puts Amazon back on the table for a deal. So is Amazon a good buy at these levels? Well, when we take a look at a chart, it's clearly breaking out in today's tape. When we throw it on a year to date, Amazon is up over 15% on the year. It's also joining the likes of Apple and Microsoft, approaching $2 trillion in market cap, sitting at 1.85. Right now, it's only $150 billion away. However, before we get more in depth into Amazon, let's take a look across the board. And when we move over to the SPX, we see it's down today 20 basis points. Now, coming into this 4 trading session week, we were only expecting 42 points in the SPX. Now, 42 down was 43.13, and we take a look at that intraday, coming just 1 point shy off that, and we're breaking off that, which is a good sign for stocks across the board. However, when we look at some of our sectors, the financials today were down 1.5%, and energy sector was down over 3%. Those two sectors alone put a lot of stress on the Russell, making it down about 1.5%. However, the NASDAQ being our only index in the green, up about 0.5%. It's been on a smooth sail higher throughout the last month or so. Now, when we take a look at the Big Five today was up 2.84%. Now, that's largely due to Apple up 1.5%, close to a breakout, as well as Amazon up 4.7% today. However, I also want to point out that the bonds, the ZB futures, they're slowly breaking higher here, up nearly 1% on the day. Now, what's that doing to yields? Well, that's sending the 10-year yield down today over 4%, sitting at a 1.37%. This is good for growth stocks, which we saw the NASDAQ is green today. However, value stocks like the financials are taking a beating. So the bonds are something you want to keep your eyes on going forward. Also want to point out the VVIX, the volatility index, was up about 5.7%. However, you can see after lunch, it kind of got crushed, which is a good sign again for stocks. But back to Amazon. Let's take a look at this thing. When we throw this thing on the expected move, that's what the options market was expecting in this week's trade, and they were expecting $89.50. So that upper edge brought us to around 3,600, which you can see we're breaking past that one standard deviation. So let's draw some more sigmas here. And let's take a closer look at this thing. So a 2 standard deviation on the week would put us at 3690. You can see we came about 5 points shy of that, getting rejected there. Now, this is just for this week's of trade. 1.5 sigma at 3645 seems like we can tag that possibly tomorrow, and maybe eventually coming back down to that 1 sigma at 3600. Now, just take a look at this thing. Is it going to keep on running, or is it going to pull back? And if it does pull back, it could be a solid entry if you're looking to get into this stock as it's breaking all-time highs. However, when we throw this thing on a weekly, I just want to see the consolidation the last year since July 4th. So about a full year of consolidation. So how much higher can this thing go if it is a breakout? Well, we throw some Fibonacci's on this, and you can just see right here, this 161 is a huge Fibonacci at around 3,400. We're finally peeling off of that level. Can we hit the 261? And if we do, that's around 4,500, which from current levels right here is about a 20% move if we are to make that happen. And if we do see that move happen, most likely we're going to see the NASDAQ and many stocks across the board as the basket of goods go higher, move along with it. But let's just come back down to levels for on this week's trade, and these are the levels you want to keep your eyes out for. So I would say around this 3,700 should place some resistance at least for this week, and then 3,600 should place some solid support on this week. Regardless, if this is a stock that does a stock split, potentially, we could be on our ways to that 261 Fibonacci, as let's say it did a 10-for-1 split. If you just take a look up here, we can easily hit 4,500 because the stock would be priced at around $360. Potentially could get that into the Dow, and people see cheap stock, they're going to pile into this trade. However, Amazon is a juggernaut of a stock up there with Apple, Microsoft, Google, and Facebook. So if this is a stock that you want in your portfolio, getting in on a breakout wouldn't be a bad idea. Waiting for a pullback around 3,600 also isn't a bad idea either. Regardless, this is a stock that's not going anywhere in the near term. So there you have it, guys, for my trending ticker today, and that was Amazon. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button. It means a lot when you guys can show some support. And if you're watching for the first time, I'm trying to get more videos out. I just had a son, so it's hard for me to post videos, but just show some love and hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 1,000. It would mean a lot if you guys can do that. But any comments or questions for me, leave it down below and I'll get back to you. But on that note, I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Peace!